Hello everyone, it's Hunter. Welcome to my channel. In today's peculiar case, we take a look at a woman who seemingly had psychic abilities and a trail of death that followed her. Born in Poland the 22nd of October 1877, Tillie Klimek went to the United States with her parents when she was just 4 years old. They settled in Little Poland in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago has always claimed a large Polish population, and in the first quarter of the 20th century, most of them lived near the north side. Not a lot is known about Tillie's childhood, but her first marriage was reportedly when she was 18 in 1895. She married Joe Mitovix. The marriage appeared to be a happy one. The couple were well liked in their community, and Tillie earned a reputation as a good cook who had the uncanny ability to predict impending deaths. Tillie claimed the predictions came to her in dreams, and in the beginning of 1914, Tillie began telling friends and neighbors about a new vision. She dreamt that her husband Joe was sick, and within a few weeks, Joe would die. On January the 13th, 1914, the coroner listed on Joe's death certificate the cause of death as heart trouble, and Tillie collected around $1,000 in life insurance. Shortly after Joseph's death, Tillie sought comfort in the arms of another man, Joseph Guskowski. His sister Stella enjoyed candy with her brother and his new sweetheart. Both of them became violently ill, and Tillie's latest beau died. Tillie married yet again in March 1919, this time to Frank Kipsick. The couple lived in Winchester Avenue in Chicago. Tillie lived there before with a man named Myers, who happened to go missing. When Frank moved in, Tillie assured neighbors that he wouldn't live long. She taunted Frank with these predictions. "It'll be any day now," she boasted, as the man started to feel sick. "He has 2 inches to live," Tillie told neighbors, as if she knew for a fact. Tillie told Frank that he should take out a life insurance policy, and he complied. Tillie took the opportunity to purchase a $30 coffin that she saw in an advertisement. She asked her neighbor Martha to store the casket in the basement. Martha thought the idea of purchasing a coffin for a living man was morbid, and told Tillie that she would chase her and her coffin out. As Frank slipped in and out of miserable consciousness, Tillie was at his side knitting. She was making a hat with a black lace trim. During her husband's lucid moments, Tillie told Frank it was this hat that she intended to wear to his funeral. Sadly, Frank died on April the 20th, 1921, and when he did, Tillie played festive music. Tillie buried Frank in the coffin that she bought, and she wore the hat that she made. The coroner listed bronchial pneumonia as Frank's cause of death, and once again, Tillie collected on his life insurance. This time it was for $675. It seemed Tillie had bad luck with men, or rather, men had terrible luck with her. Although Tillie became equally known for her cooking, premonitions, and subsequent widowhood, it was a surprise when she found a 4th man willing to avow himself to her. This marriage, though, would be the downfall of Tillie. On July 30th, 1921, Tillie celebrated her 4th wedding to a wealthy man named Joseph Klimek. Although he was a man of means, Tillie claimed that he enjoyed moonshine too much and that he had a wandering eye. Tillie complained about this to her cousin Tillie Klimek. Tillie suggested that she get a divorce. Tillie replied, "I will get rid of him some other way." So, Tillie had her new husband take out life insurance. Weeks passed, and Joseph realized he was getting sick. He experienced shooting pains in his arms, which he first dismissed, but his arms began to go numb, and after 6 weeks, his legs were paralyzed. Joseph called his doctor. Dr. Peter Burns examined Joseph at his home and realized that the man was gravely ill. He called for an ambulance to bring Joseph to Cook County Hospital. The doctors realized his symptoms were consistent with arsenic poisoning. Tests confirmed that the man was suffering from long-term effects of arsenic toxicity. Joseph recalled that their dog had died after eating a scrap of food from Tillie, and also that the soup she gave him tasted strange. On October the 27th, 1922, hospital officials called police who promptly arrested Tillie, and after 18 hours of interrogation, she confessed. When they asked her where she got the poison, Tillie admitted she got it from her cousin Tillie Klimek. It was a compound of soot and arsenic called rough-on rats, which was used to get rid of vermin. Investigators obtained permission to exhume the corpses of Tillie's dead husbands, as well as Nellie's first husband. All of them had lethal quantities of arsenic in their bodies. Investigators learned that Nellie's twin children, Sophie and Ben, as well as her granddaughter, Dorothy, all died of poisoning in 1917. Nellie's son, John, and daughter, Lillian, recovered from arsenic poisoning the same year. Tillie and Nellie stood trial before Judge Marcus Kavanaugh. Throughout the trial, Tillie wore the same black hat that she had knitted for her husband, Frank's funeral. Prosecutors read a list 20 names long, pausing after each name to ask, "Did you kill this person?" Tillie shrugged and answered, "Yeah." Nellie spent a year behind bars with her cousin Tillie, who relentlessly tormented her. Ultimately, Nellie's trial ended in a hung jury followed by acquittal. Tillie, although, was convicted of only one charge in March 1923. She was found guilty of first-degree murder of Frank Kupsik, and she was sentenced to life without the possibility of parole. Tillie lived out her years in Illinois State Penitentiary at Joliet Correctional Center, where she died on November the 20th, 1936. She was 60 years old. Thank you for tuning in today's story, and I hope to see you next week.